That was it? That was the countdown?
Yep.
I think she said that we were just live. Like that's what she said.
So much for the countdown. Well, hi, here is the narrative.
Yeah, hi, Hair. How you doing, buddy?
Hey,
Welcome to the show.
It's bound to be packed with how many people are currently live.
Right? Well, welcome to Traveler's Tavern.
Just like our
I'm
tavern.
PA Nightmare. And with me, as usual, is the lovely Mina, the undead ballerina.
Dun dun dun. The succubus with the. Never mind.
And Filia Noctis, the daughter of darkness. And our special guest today is RandoCalrissian.
And Possessed Radio.
Who's not here. So we've got Possessed Radio.
Hi there. I'm always a good second best option.
and I'm also here, even though Philia forgot to introduce me.
No, he did. She did introduce you.
I introduced you.
My internet cut out because I heard you introduce me and then yourself, and I'm like, and I'm here too.
No, I said.
Damn internet.
I said, welcome to Traveler's Tavern. I'm PA Nightmare, your host.
You're PA.
Well, now I'm confused.
Right.
Dun dun dun.
Everybody, PA Nightmare.
Yeah, you've acquired such a lovely tone.
Right?
Oh,
it sounds so much more
whiskey and cigarette smoke.
It's got a nice growl to it.
I guess I'm now Filia Noctis and she's now PA Nightmares.
Yeah.
Does that mean I get all the boys?
Nope. They still come with me.
The boy and I liked it.
Can you do the growly voice intro for me?
Let me see. Once
I just...
you have come to my realm, you can never leave.
Once you step into my realm, there's no stepping out.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think you did just as well, Philia.
I'm not gonna lie, Filia nailed it.
He's like, I'm not gonna lie, Philia nailed it.
Oh,
You're just saying that because she has the lady parts.
Ah, well.
I think the.
I do.
I am to please.
I have to apologize. I think the music was out until just now.
Oh, well, I don't think anybody noticed. Thank you, Hair. Yes, hair-raising narrative. Everybody loves Filia. That kind of hurt my throat. Now I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, that does. Yeah.
It's a little bit painful.
It is. Yes, painful.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that again. Anyway, we intend to have both RandoCalrissian and the wonderful Possessed Radio on today. We're just waiting for Rando. He was detained by weather.
He was detained by act of God.
And multiple federal agents.
Well, he said, no, not federal agents, Imperial agents, because he's Jedi scum.
No, well.
Oh, right.
That as well.
Yeah.
Currently, they're giving him a cavity search with lightsabers.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah, I just had to put that in there because of his Twitter handle. You know, it's
right.
Like RandoCalrissian, Jedi scum, and I'm like, okay. I think Jedi's
But he should be here soon.
Yeah. And we have
In the
Possessed
meantime.
Radio.
In the meantime, you are please enjoy the music stylings of Possessed Radio. Now you have to sing.
I don't know. I haven't done any musical stylings in a while. I might be a little rusty.
Let me see if I can get. No, I can't. Fine.
Quick, PA, give me a beat.
Bum, 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 bum. I don't know if that's going with the music playing or not.
That's funny.
Oh my goodness, we've got 9 likes and 4 watching. How does that happen?
That's because, 4 of them are us.
I disliked.
You just, we do have somebody who's randomly going around and disliking people in the horror community.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like my dislikes aren't random. I feel like they're very calculated.
Nailed it, HR. Nailed it.
What?
So, we kind of think it's PA that's doing it.
Oh, it's totally me. I'm gonna dislike all your shit.
He confuses his thumbs up and his thumbs down.
I do. Well, it's a very confusing thing. It's like what?
Similar.
Which one's the good one? I always get confused, man.
Well, the thumbs
he doesn't know his left arm is right.
In ancient Rome, the thumbs down was good because that meant you got to live. For YouTube, the thumbs up is good because that means you liked it.
You lost me.
You lost me after Rome.
Sorry. You lost me at ancient Rome. I'm not ancient Roman.
Ancient Rome, the Romans forked you.
Does anyone just run into crippling procrastination when they should be recording?
Yes.
Oh God, yeah.
Not even.
That's where I'm at today.
I haven't had to record, edit, and make the entire video in one day. Never.
I do that with every video that I put up.
Now, see, the thing is that as PA knows, last year, not much later than now, it was actually in October or November, I was up for like 70 some odd hours trying to get a video put together.
Oh gosh.
That was back when she was having mic issues and there was a freaking weird noise in her audio.
Yeah.
She was sitting there trying to get it out.
And that was from recording the audio all the way through to the end of putting the video together and getting all the description and everything right.
Gotcha. I think
when we started saying, "Let it go."
Yeah, they started telling me, "Just let it go, go."
See, I think on average, I record everything at least 3 times before I start editing it.
No. The way I record it, I fix my mistakes while I'm recording, so.
Ooh, I couldn't do that. That'd be way too much stopping and starting for me.
But that's where I get my bloopers from.
Oh gosh.
This is true. I used to do that, and now I'm starting to do I just read it through, and then I make a clap or a loud noise to make a spike where I know this is a stopping point, so I can, and it actually makes the editing much quicker.
I actually go blah, 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 blah.
Well, that would make a very distinct pattern on the graph too.
Now, sometimes I don't record that part. Sometimes I do.
See, I have to listen back through because I usually change a lot of times distances between sentences. So I'll cut some time out or add some depending.
Yeah, I do that too.
I'll be real with you. I never record more than once unless something drastically went wrong.
The air capacity these days is pretty low, so run-on sentences tend to kill me, and I gotta fix a lot of things.
That's why. So I don't have the. Oh, sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but I was gonna say I don't have the best grammar. But if somebody has like a really long run-on sentence, and I feel like I get to a stop point where I feel like there should be a period, I just put a period there in my brain, and I stop for a second and I keep going.
What hurts is the run-on sentences that don't even have a commas, and then there's some people who don't know how to use periods; they only know how to use commas, and it's like that should be a period, but I don't know what it is, so it's a comma.
Semicolons. Throw in a bunch of semicolons.
Oh, semicolons have a place, but not every sentence should end with a semicolon.
Right.
You can say what you want about my punctuation, but at least there is punctuation there.
Yeah.
True. This is true. I have I have edited some of your work.
There is punctuation there. It might not always
usually,
be proper. It might not always be in the right place, but I do not use commas. I do not use periods. So not always properly, but it is there, and you rarely get like a really long run-on sentence from me.
I try not to do run-on sentences, but sometimes they happen.
I'm actually pretty good with my pacing because I usually read the story through a couple of times, so I kind of get the flow of it. So my pacing is usually pretty good. I always have to go back and edit out my breath sounds, though.
Yeah.
My breath and mouth
sometimes
sounds.
you need the, but not all the time.
But breathing all the time.
Well, when
You're a narrator. You don't need to breathe.
Right? I have
Just be
discovered for me, when the emotion of the story is higher, I like to leave in my breath sounds. I think
usually,
it fits.
Yeah, I do like to leave in my breath sounds whenever it says like he laughs, and I go. I always leave the leave that like that little extra because it just adds to like the amount of sarcasm that usually comes with a laugh like that.
Can you
But
do
if
that
someone's
again?
panicked, they're going to be going, yeah. But yeah, so.
So what gave you the name Possessed Radio?
So I always really enjoyed possession movies, and I was a big Exorcist fan, and of course, Evil Dead is my favorite movie.
Yes.
And before they were, Deadites, they were kind of just possessed people. So that was a big inspiration for me. And then radio just seemed fitting because I initially started out with my podcast doing interviews myself.
Which is linked on your website as well.
Yeah, it's all there. That website hasn't been updated in a minute. I got to work on it.
That's what she said.
Maybe to you.
Nah, it's definitely to you. Oh, Steven, we all know you have delusions of grandeur, and you're inadequate in so many ways.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Oh, dude. Dude. Oh, my God.
The second you lose, that's when you
now.
start hitting home runs. I tell you.
What's that?
I said the second you lose that pride, that's when you start hitting home runs.
Oh my goodness. And you've got the cutest dog.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's a
Doggo
cute
is
dog.
cute.
Dawson, he's
Yes.
the love of my life. He's perfect.
When your Netflix that you didn't even open up decides to start playing on its own, you're like, damn it, Steven, stop possessing my goddamn computer now,
But
Possessed
I
TV.
want to.
you bastard.
But I
just gonna-
want to.
You're a bastard.
I'm gonna come up with like 10 different channels. Possessed TV. Somebody told me do ASMR. I could do Possessed Whispers.
Well,
Possessed penis.
I'm claiming the one I came up with earlier today for you.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That'll be your OnlyFans, possessed penis.
What? When did I miss this conversation?
I literally just said
What do you got here?
just said it, and I'm like, that's now your OnlyFans. You're welcome.
And that was not what I accidentally made you earlier. That's not the one I used.
No, but it's good.
HR's like, damn, hey, HR, this is not a family friendly show.
No, we are not for children.
Oh God.
I love the banner you have for your Twitter. That used to be your YouTube banner, but I love that banner. Even though it's black and white, it's just cool.
Yeah, that was a sketch along the way that somebody had. That's the image I usually have at the end of my videos. The completed is. And then lately I've had my artwork done by Toffee Caramilk.
Yeah, I know.
And
you should all go look her up because she's amazing.
She is.
Listen, I'm broke. I can't afford to get any more artwork. Plus, I made the call when I first started my channel that once I got my channel art done by Yaman, I wasn't ever gonna change my channel art because that's how people then get confused and you screw up your brand.
I mean, I am confused all the time. So
I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Okay.
I apologize.
All right, that's fine, Philly. Can we change your name from Possessed Radio to Possessed Confusion?
Confused
Also,
Radio.
Also, that has a ring to it. That should be like a meme channel.
Possessed and confused.
Possessed and confused. I just came up with another channel for you.
I already have too many channels.
Well, now you have another one.
How many
Suck it,
channels
nerd.
do you have?
How many channels do I have? Let's see.
500,000.
I think 5.
That was a rhetorical question, but wow.
Yep.
I said what I said. 500,000 million. You know, it's a lot of channels.
Well, I've got Possessed Radio, of course, and then Sleepin' Mongoose, where I did start to upload some stuff to, but I usually don't. And
That's the
I had
ASMR, right?
no, not quite. I don't think my mic would allow me to do ASMR. It's so it's the opposite of sensitive. You have to really be on top of this thing to make it work. Otherwise, you would hear every little echo and
That's what she said.
in this room.
Oh my gosh.
You have to be on top of it to make it work. Yeah, that's what she said.
Okay,
you
Lewis.
behind it too. And anyways, so I also had a channel called Cursed Passages with a friend of mine, and we did a few stories together, and then life kind of got in the way of
That
that.
was you? I mean, what?
What?
Yeah, what?
And
I missed something.
I've got a couple other endeavors I'm working on.
Cool.
Is it your OnlyFans?
Yeah, but you can't put that on YouTube. Definitely wouldn't work there.
No.
You could try. You could try.
If you used your hands only, I mean,
Does that make it better or worse, though?
I've been trying to decide the whole time.
I don't know. I mean, would it be my only hands instead of fans?
Only hands and feet. Again, that's all you show. There's a market out there for feet people. You just gotta break into it.
Yeah,
Just put pictures of hobbit feet up.
I keep getting a request for a picture of my feet, and I'm like, I hate my feet. You're not getting pictures of my feet. Forget that. For
Who requests pictures?
Yeah, I kind of want to know this.
for no
Is it-
y'all don't knowing.
Oh, I was gonna say it's a goat.
I guess it really all depends on how much they're paying, right?
They don't pay anything, so they don't get nothing.
What? Yeah, I mean, yeah, at least you gotta demand a price.
Quick animal fact: worms have no clue what's going on. This is all.
What?
There was a meme on Twitter. It says, "Quick animal fact: worms have no clue what's going on."
Why would I worry about? Never mind. Never mind. Never mind.
No, but apparently, creepy. Just plain creepy decided it was relevant information. I was just spreading it along.
Okay, well, I'm going to go over here and sit next to Steven and be quiet.
Wait, Steven's not quiet. He's a screamer.
Oh my.
Hi,
I
Christine.
thought that was more reserved for that.
Filia stepped away for a second. She'll be right back, Christine.
Hey, Chris, you've come just in time to hear me just continuously make perverted references to Steven.
I warned everybody on Twitter this was going to be chaos, and
I feel so loved.
You should. I only harass and violate the ones I love.
you always hurt the ones you love, the ones you shouldn't hurt at all. Just saying.
But what else do they want to be hurt? I mean, pain's a kink after all.
Yes, it is. I mean, what?
It sounds like a lot of extra work.
Never mind. I'm going to bite my tongue. Damn, what is wrong with me today?
Probably the same thing that's wrong with me.
No.
Because I missed you guys. That's what it is. I've missed you guys. I haven't been able to talk to anybody all week. Well, actually, 3 weeks now. So.
First time they let you out?
The first time they let me out, man. Well, I actually got to be here last. I've been doing the shows, but I haven't been anything else.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of hyper because I got a hold, and I'm going to probably slaughter their names, but Derek and Brandon Fitchner, Fiechter. They have given me permission to use some of their music for a video that I'm working on, and I'm hyper happy about it.
That's cool.
They are on YouTube. They do fantasy and world music by the Fitchners. And you can, well, when my video comes out, there'll be a link, obviously. But you can.
Obviously.
They do
Yes.
Celtic music and other types of music that go along that line as well.
Cool.
So I was hyper happy that I even heard back from them, let alone that they said, and he said, have a good day at the end of it. And I said, you just made my month.
So what stories are you currently working on then?
This is a story about Banshee.
Okay.
Which is why I needed Celtic music and have been having problems with that. I'm also working on a book that's being published in serial form as I write it. And
So that story is not a story of how your life got turned upside down.
No. No.
You know you enjoyed the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air reference.
Every video I've been watching lately, a creepypasta or urban legend or anything like that, everybody's saying it's in Pennsylvania. Of course, it might be because I'm kind of watching Pennsylvania narrators.
Those people are trouble.
Tell you.
They are scary people. Nothing but trouble.
The trouble with
I'm back.
The trouble
Welcome
with
back.
tribbles.
Troubles. Oh my gosh.
Tribbles.
Keep them separated and don't get them wet.
And don't feed them.
Right?
Well, actually, you can get them wet. The ones you can't get wet are
I know, I was
mogwais.
teasing. Yeah, I was teasing. I was mixing the two.
If you get them wet, listen, it's just listen. You get them all wet. It's just them growing up. They go from cute little baby to moody teenager. Okay, it's just natural progression.
No, water makes them multiply.
Oh yeah, them eating after midnight makes them turns them into moody teenagers.
Right.
Right. But think about this. A tribble could be the the word.
Ancestor or predecessor?
Well, because it would be in the future. It could be what the
Progeny.
Mo into.
The progeny.
Yes. Okay, that would be a good word. It could be.
Sorry,
Man, those Mogwais when they got fed after midnight turned into emo fuckboys.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
Especially Spike.
It's actually an accurate statement, by the way. It's just accurate.
Especially Spike.
Yeah. I never had emo fuckboys. That came like after.
Well, yeah. They were. That's not what we
They
call
were
them.
like, they were punks, punk
Yeah.
rockers
Yeah, punk rockers.
in my day.
Punk rockers. Your day. You're not that much older
Our
than me,
day,
lady.
our day. Yeah.
Young whippersnapper. They were punk rockers in my day.
Settle down, children.
We got all sorts of hot and bothered the collar for them.
You kids with your teenage colloquialisms.
Oh, gee. Big word. I mean, what? I'm the one
Filia-
pulling out progenies over here. I'm saying big word.
Okay, so since I didn't get to do this when she first came in, hey everybody, it's my Chris. Hi, Chris.
Hi, Chris.
I
He
acknowledged her while you were gone.
just sounded like Eeyore. Hi, Chris.
The puppies. She's
Puppies are
talking
driving
about
her
the
crazy.
puppies. Oh, they must be getting so big.
Chris,
And
You
I'm
know-
going to go back down and see her in a couple weeks.
you know,
When my
Chris,
daughter
if you
gets back from
just
vacation.
use duct tape and you put them onto the wall, they can't do anything to drive you crazy. Also, duct tape your mouth shut so they can't bark. And it's pro tip.
No, but
Oh,
they can still
are you
whine.
thinking our dogs would just chew through the tape? And they would whine. You're right.
They
I
don't
mean, if you can
have
duct
to
tape,
whine.
if you can duct tape children to a wall and get and it'd be okay. You can duct tape a dog to a wall.
No, because you got to be more humane to a. Never mind.
I just keep walking. I just keep
That
leading
noise
Mia
to
into
wall.
these traps, and she keeps walking right into it, and then going, "Nope, never mind."
This is a
So-
regular night on Discord.
Welcome to Random Shit with Dustin. Oh shit! I just said my real name. Oh, everybody in this chat literally knows my name already, so it doesn't really matter.
And
Right?
now anybody listening to it will know. I mean,
Nah, it doesn't really matter. I mean, I go into Gothic Rose's stream and she calls me by my first name. It won't go away, so it is what it is.
it's okay. It could be worse.
I think as long as you don't slip up and say your social security number, you should be fine.
Yes.
That's 4. That's 4.
You could at least tell me the 4 digits at the end.
My social security number only has one number. It's 4.
He's that old. I mean, what?
I'm immortal. I'm not supposed to tell you guys,
mine's
but I am.
6, and I don't know how you did that. I don't think they're supposed to reuse them.
Right? Just like somebody dies and goes, let's just cut the name off of here and just this is your new social security card. But what?
I don't know. I didn't get one until I came into this country. I mean, what?
Of course you didn't. They only use them here.
Actually, they use something similar in other places. Christine says
They
you
use
can't.
something.
Christine says you can't be 4 because she's 4.
I will be whatever number I
This
want
is
to be.
true.
Thank you very much.
This is true. She's 4.
There can be only one. So, Chris, the only way to satisfy this is you need to bring your katana and meet me out on the battlefield at high noon, and whoever
bring your
lops the other's
puppies
head
and
off
throw the
and
puppies
takes
at
their
you.
power will be the true number 4.
See, she
There
brings
can
There
be
should be
only
puppies.
one.
and
I was
Steven
gonna say, is
brings
this
his
the
puppy.
Highlander?
If she brings a puppy and puppies and Steven brings his puppy, then we'll just watch the dogs play.
I don't have a puppy. I've got an old man.
I
Jokes
know.
on you. You all watch the dogs play as I walk up behind Chris and just take off her head and absorb her power.
Oh, no, you will not. Oh, I don't think so.
There can be only one.
Oh my goodness.
I don't think your katana is as fast as my 357.
And
I'll just
Christine
have
said,
to. Okay.
I'd be
So
there.
note to self: I have to take Philly out first. Okay.
Good luck with that, old man, your boy.
You'll be distracted by the dogs. It'll be easy peasy.
What, you
Actually,
think I don't
fun
have
fact.
control?
Nothing to do with my social security number. But fun fact. The numbers 333 keep reoccurring in my life, and I'm like, I might have to play the lottery and literally just start gambling in intervals of 3.
It's not a bad idea. It's not. It's not a bad idea.
Could be
It's
worse.
funny because it started coming up because it popped up multiple times before, and then I started playing Pokemon Sword, and I chose like at the beginning of the game you get to choose the number that's on the back of your jersey, and I was like, yeah, screw it, 333. And then ever since then, it's like gas pump, it's like $23.33. I go get some out of there. It's like $13.33. I'm like, this number just keeps following me.
It's
It could be worse. It could be 666, and then I would just assume I'm going to die.
yeah, Hair Raisin's got it. It's the movie 23, except it's using 33. You
It's
replaced
using
Jim Carrey.
333.
You replaced Jim Carrey. It
I
was
have
a
replaced
weird movie.
So does that? Okay, if I replace Jim Carrey, does that mean I get his bank account? Because that I could use.
You and me both.
I don't know. Does he have any money right now? Oh yeah,
I'm
he's
sure he
doing
does.
that.
I'm sure he
Wasn't
does.
he doing that series on one of the streaming services?
Yeah, he was doing some show.
And more importantly, he's Dr. Robotnik in Sonic.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, that's right. He is starting to work again. He wasn't there for a while.
Well, he kind
Yeah.
of got blacklisted for a while, but we won't get into that.
I feel like his millions didn't go away that quick.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's still rich.
No, I hate thunder sometimes. Like when I'm streaming.
Yeah.
Sure. Banana. That's all I'm legally allowed to do before AC/DC starts to sue us.
What a story, though. Speaking of which, I still can't get this copyright claim dropped.
Which copyright claim?
So on my last video, I used a song from YouTube's free library. And it's even a song that you don't have to put attribution for, but I did anyway. And some company that's based out of like Brazil is claiming it's some Spanish rap song or something. I looked it up.
Okay.
And I disputed, and it's still not dropping off there.
Okay, so how long has it been since the claim?
It's been about a week.
Okay, they have 30 days to come back, and what happened to me was it went after the 30 days.
Gotcha.
Yeah, dude. As long as they don't dispute as long as they don't do anything after you dispute it, within 30 days it'll just go away.
Yeah, but what if they do dispute it? Then what happens?
Oh, I mean, they're gonna have to go with
But then
up
it's
against.
YouTube's problem because YouTube has it listed
Yeah,
as.
I was gonna say they're gonna have to go. It's a YouTube problem then, man.
And if you put in there that you got it from the YouTube Audio Lab and so forth, it's something YouTube is they have to prove that they own that.
Yeah, I mean, I put that in the dispute, but
did you go to the audio library, grab the link, and put it in the dispute? Because that's what I would have done that.
Oh, I just put the title and the author or the musician.
Yeah, I had 2 that audio claimed. Auld Lang Syne.
Oh, that's right. I remember that.
And I said, okay, so you've been living for more than 200 years? Because the person that wrote that died in
when it was put to music.
1790.
Welcome, Rando.
Oh shit! Hi.
Hello.
I am so sorry. I'm
What?
like,
Who's here?
It's all good, homie.
It's okay. Hi,
And
Rando.
thanks for being here, everybody. That's our show.
Oh, wouldn't that be some
Hey,
shit?
amateur animator.
What up, AA?
Hey,
How you doing,
buddy.
man?
Yeah, everybody's doing premieres and having streams on top of us today, so we don't have that many people with us today listening. Figure
That's
they can
fine,
come
that's
back
fine.
and listen later.
Yeah.
I'll be
Again, I'm so sorry I'm late.
It's okay, sweetheart.
Okay. We understand, the Imperial Stormtroopers held you up. We got it.
No, it was the Jedi that held me up.
Yeah,
I hunted another Jedi today. I added another fine addition to my collection, so it was the Jedis that held me up today.
Well,
I thought you were a Jedi.
No,
No,
he's
no,
Jedi
no.
scum.
I'm a Jedi hunter with a soft side.
Oh. I need to pay more attention to these things, huh?
And see, I've got an Imperial guard that I live with, so yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was funny
Alright.
when we were playing Star Wars Galaxies. His character was a Force-sensitive Imperial guard who lost his memory, and my character was a Force-sensitive in hiding, who was helping the rebels without anybody knowing.
Nice.
She was basically supplying the rebels with stuff that she took from her husband. She's like, I don't know how to fly.
So, for the people that may actually be hearing this, Rando, and those that don't know who you are, do you want to introduce yourself real quick?
Yes. My name is RandoCalrissian. I am I use the term YouTuber very, very loosely because I haven't posted anything in a while. I do a lot of live streams here. I do a lot of live streams on Monday, but I don't really post like narrations and stuff, but I am a writer. I've written for multiple YouTubers as The Raven Dreams, me and Mina. I've written for 242 Reads, and currently writing for Fearsome Hero. I'm writing for Elise Bucaria, and I'm also writing for PA Nightmare. So I'm a very busybody. I like to keep myself busy with things that I do. And I have this thing where I don't really like to say no to people. So if they ask me to do something, I'm probably going to say yes, and it's gotten me into trouble. So
Can I have your kidney?
Yes, his
well,
life.
Sure.
can I
why
have
not?
your other kidney?
I want to ask the question: Who is here at 242's live stream this morning?
I was asleep.
I was there
It
briefly.
was thinking,
So me and 242 came to the conclusion that I am her creation.
Yeah, how did
I'm
that come about?
I'm 42's creation. So basically, the way that I said it, I did it in like this really raspy, like evil voice. It was like, we came like on a dark, stormy night. Me and Mina, not me and Mina, but 242 was doing a experiment, and it was another failed experiment. The corpse that she was trying to work on yet again died. So she said, I know what's the most purest force in the universe, nerd force. So she went to the convention to pick up a nerd, but unfortunately, Star Trek was misspelled. It was a typo, and it was really a Star Wars convention. And when she created me, she said, "It's alive! What shall your name be, my servant?" And I said, "RandoCalrissian." And she put her hands down and said, "Really? A fucking Star Wars reference?" So,
Oh my gosh.
I can do the whole voice in story if you guys want me to, real quick. That I did on that live stream.
sure, go ahead.
Okay, let me get into mood. It was a dark and stormy night. 42 was yet working on another experiment. Hopefully this one would be the one that worked. But yet again, the corpse that she was working on was another failed experiment. Curses, she said to herself. What shall I do? Where shall I go now that another experiment has failed? Yes. Why have I never thought of this? Nerd. The nerds are the most purest form of the universe. I shall go to the Star Trek convention, she said to herself. So she went through her mystical door and picked up the first Star Trek the first Star Trek nerd that she found, and he was quite good looking, if I do say so myself. She worked on him all night. She made him into the most purest cyborg that she could, and lightning struck him, and he was alive. And she said to herself, "He is alive. What shall I call you, my creation?" And he rose from his stupor. He said, "RandoCalrissian." And she said, "Really? A fucking Star Wars reference?" She looked to the door and she saw that Star Trek was misspelled because for some fucking reason somebody doesn't know the difference between Star Trek and Star Wars. And she realized that the people at the Star Trek convention were holding lightsabers. "Curse," she said. "Another Star Wars convention. No!" And that's the story.
Oh wow, I love
That's
it.
awesome.
So speaking of what was I going with?
I don't know.
She's right out of my. Speaking of not saying no to people, the story that I'm writing, or the story that I'm trying to get the video done to, that we were talking about earlier, Stephen.
Yeah.
I don't know if Rando is still going to use that in his stories or not.
What am I going to use in my stories?
My Banshee story.
Oh. Yes, actually. So I've just been very busy. I kind of have a set schedule of when I want my stories to come out. So the story that would feature your Banshee character would be In the Name of the Queen, which kind of is a ways away from coming out. So we got to get through Hourglass Part 2 first. We got to get through 1914, and then we got to go to In the Name of the Queen. So
cool. I'm hopefully gonna have it out here in a week or less.
So
this window is not working.
So
That's exciting, though.
But here's the thing: I'm terrible at writing. I'm terrible at like speed writing. Honestly, I get like one word a day and call it steady progress. So I'm not fast with writing stories. I think I'm the world's worst at saying that I'll write a story for someone and it not coming out for a while. So I think PA knows that firsthand. Sorry, PA.
Yeah, how long have we been waiting for that story?
I'm so sorry, man.
You're good, bro.
Every time I write it, I'm like, a new story comes out of mine, and I'm like, okay, well, I need to rewrite it now because now it's not going to make sense. So,
it's okay. It's okay.
But I'm getting it done. So I've written one story I almost wrote in a day, but then I looked at it and I was like, I don't like that very much, so I'd read it at it. So
well, hair raising, you've been waiting for a Rando story since March. The story that I've got to come out, it was set up to be a St. Patrick's Day story.
Oh, am I supposed to write a story for Hair Raising Narratives? Oh crap, I forgot all about that. Oh my god, I feel horrible.
Write it down, sweetie. Write it down.
Oh shit, I'm so sorry, Hair Raising.
That's why I write everything down anymore, man. I don't trust my memory for shit. So if I tell somebody I'm gonna do something for him, I write it down.
Oh god, and oh, he's just joking. Oh shit. Oh god. Okay, he's just joking. I almost had a heart attack.
Yeah.
I genuinely almost had a heart attack. I felt so. Don't do that to me. I felt so bad.
Yeah.
That's really mean.
What are you doing, Steven?
What am I doing?
Yes.
Hanging out.
Oh.
All right, so fill me in. What's the topic for today?
It's
talking
been
about?
Absolutely
random,
nothing. It's
random
just random
chaos.
shit, bro.
Random chaos?
And
I have-
apparently
well,
trapping Mia into saying things that she normally would not say.
That's a fun game.
Well, if we're talking about random chaos, shameless plug, go listen to Rando and Friends up on Spotify right now. Post every single Monday.
Don't do it.
No.
Don't do it. That's a cursed
No.
video. You will not live after the first episode. Don't do it. Actually, do it. It's really good and fun to listen to.
Not right now after the show.
I mean, if we all just went and listened to it, like half the people would that are here would be speak on.
Well, PA, actually, I got a question for you. When are you free to record for the podcast of Rando and Friends?
Well, I mean, we could do it after this, or we could do it tomorrow at some point. It's up to you, man.
Honestly, it'd probably be better to do after this because I'm going to be busy as shit tomorrow. So,
All right, yeah, we can do it after this.
Hair raising. No, I'm not.
Hair raising. I don't know what you said, but yes.
and I
No,
apologize.
she's not actually. She just likes to keep it clean online.
Yeah, I apologize if I'm a little swear happy in this video. I don't feel very well. I think I've gotten salmonella poisoning.
Oh no.
Salmonella poisoning. Thank you, sweetie. My
We know
girlfriend
what you
just
meant,
corrected
homie.
me in the back. I'm not feeling very well. So usually when I'm not feeling very well, my filter kind of goes right out the window. So,
I've had zero filter tonight, so you're good.
all right, good.
Yeah,
Good.
PA has been doing a very good impression of Breaker 19.
I've let my more marine and military side of the family come out today with my control of the English language and profanities.
Listen, I don't English very good in general, so I understand.
Don't feel bad,
Oh,
Julia.
so
I haven't been asked either.
Well,
Oh,
okay,
yes.
listen, I already got 3 guests lined up, so listen, I'm doing them in bulk. So I already did it with T-Stash. That
Oh,
video will come out on Monday. I'm doing one with PA tonight. God, that sounds so wrong. That sounds so wrong.
Apparently, we need to have a penis. That's the problem. We need to have a penis to be on the show.
Okay, let me back up real quick. I already recorded an episode with T-Stash. I'm recording with PA tonight. That still sounds wrong. And I will be recording with 242 probably next Saturday or the Saturday after, and then maybe if he's feeling better, and then Raven is going to be after 42. Or no, Dark Horse. I forgot about Dark Horse. Dark Horse will be after 42, and then if he's feeling better, Raven. So I've got a bunch of guests lined up. And again, videos out every Monday. So
Wow, chicka wow, wow, yeah.
So if anybody wants to be a part of the podcast, all you have to do is DM me a time that you're able to record and a topic that you would like to talk about, because guests pick the topic, and we can go from there. And I'll tell you, what date it would be coming out and when you would be able to expect it. So
Chrono tried to steal my topic.
What was the topic?
Lord of the Rings.
And I honestly, my favorite episode so far, because I've already recorded episode 3, and episode 3 is up on my Patreon. So if you guys want to visit my Patreon, there's early access to that video. But
Broski, I would love to. I'm broke.
Me too.
I understand. I totally understand. So I get that money's tight right now, especially with COVID, especially with the Delta strand coming back up. I totally get it.
Especially with 2 deaths in our family in the last month and a half.
I'm so sorry. But what was I saying? My favorite episode so far is episode 2, where me and Grim Reaper Pasta talked about Rogue One, because I just completely shit on that movie the entire time. So I hate that movie. I hate that
I like
movie with
that
every
movie.
fiber. I hate that movie so much.
Why do you hate
Don't
it so
understand
much?
why.
Go listen to the video and you'll understand why. I explain in vivid detail why.
Oh my.
So, let me just say this real quick. You guys, you don't even get me started. But the exhaust port on the Death Star, right? What was it? It was a design flaw. When you create something that big, there's bound to be design flaws.
Yes.
That's all it was. That's all it is. That's all we need to know about it. You don't need fucking plot armor explaining why that is there. You don't. It was a design flaw. That's all it was. It's something that big is going to have a design flaw. That's all it was. That's all we knew about it. That's all we needed to know about it. The fact that we got a solidified origin for that exhaust port bothers me. That's just one of the many reasons why I hate that movie. Also, another point I brought up, if you took Darth Vader out of that movie and told someone that it was a Star Trek movie, guess what? They'd believe you.
Yeah, but that part where Darth Vader shows up and starts wrecking everyone is pretty awesome.
And I said that. That is the best scene in that movie, but it does not save that movie. It just doesn't. It doesn't save the movie. As good as that scene is, it does not save that shitty movie. But enough about Star Wars and Rogue One. Let's just talk. I don't want to talk about
loves
this.
Star Trek.
I hate to do not. You shut your mouth.
I love both of them. So there.
I love knowing exactly what buttons to push on Rando.
The bad thing is I say I love both of them, but I have honestly written more fanfic on Star Wars than Star Trek, and I can't really call it fanfic because it's my characters that I role play in the games.
Right.
So I've done more with my Star Wars characters as far as writing out their stories and things that happen to them than I have with my Star Trek characters. Character.
So.
Yeah.
Anyways, so what? How about we pick a topic for tonight? And what other topic to talk about than me? I am so great. I'm just kidding.
So, you still do the live streams on Monday, right?
Every Monday.
Every Monday. That's what I thought. Every Monday.
Internet providing.
Yeah, internet providing.
Okay, no, listen. So I actually fixed my laptop. So before this morning, I looked at that little battery icon at the bottom. There is a meter there that can make the battery run at the lowest capacity possible, where it saves power and the laptop is slow as shit, or minimum capacity, which the laptop's still slow but it saves on battery life, or you can make the battery run at its best performance. Your laptop and computer are super fast and things don't crash. I've had this laptop for 7 years and I found out about it this morning.
Jeez.
And you plug it in when you have it on that so it doesn't run the battery out.
Plug it in.
I'm so mad at myself.
So, you guys want to hear something that Ray Beeman did to me?
I just looked. Mine's set to best performance.
Now everybody's looking at their laptops.
So you guys want to hear something Ray Beeman did to me that I wanted? I had to message him. Why do you hate me?
What did he do?
No, not really. No.
Rando, you'll appreciate this being dyslexic as well. The terrible tone tingling terrifyingly through the tense and torment of the storm, which continued to lash heavily above my head.
I hate you.
That is a line that Ray Beeman put in his story that I had to record.
Oh my god.
I would kill someone.
Yeah.
I would kill someone.
The terrible tone
along that
tingling.
line. Along that line.
So many T's.
Steven, you and Rando both can answer this. When you're writing,
Go on.
do you find that you get heavily into the adverbs and adjectives versus nouns and pronouns, or over explaining descriptions?
So usually when I write, I end up writing out with tons of description, and then I'll kind of go back through when I finish up and cut some stuff out. But I don't know. I feel like it's kind of a trap. I feel like people end up writing kind of similar to how the people they like write. And, you know, who I always go back to is I was always a huge fan of reading Lovecraft. And Lovecraft is as wordy as it gets. And I do find myself falling into that trap often enough. Whereas, you know, something like Stephen King is very simple sentence structure. But even he can definitely drone on about a topic for way too long. So I feel like I definitely do at times.
Rando?
Okay, so I am when you talk about adjectives and stuff, I'm a very descriptive writer, and that is my greatest strength and also my greatest weakness. So, you know, Stephen brought up a very good point where it was like, you know, people tend to write like the people they like. Me, I never really read books growing up. I don't really have a favorite writer because I didn't read at all growing up. My dyslexia was that bad that kind of just made me turned off of it as a whole. But I always loved writing. And the best way that I felt like I could express myself was through writing. And I try to make things as descriptive as possible. I try to give the person a visual of the world. But in turn, it sounds a lot better in my head than it does on paper a lot of the times. So when I write down what I see, what I think my characters see in the story, or what I think a world should look like. And I end up using words and pronouns over and over and over and over and over again, or adjectives over and over and over again. You know, there's a rule, there's kind of like this thing that people follow where it's, you know, it's show don't tell or whatever. And I do a lot of telling without showing. So that is one of my greatest strengths, being very descriptive with my writing, but it's also one of my greatest weaknesses. And I tend to use a lot of adjectives when I write, and that is a very good thing, but again, it's also a very bad thing. So that's all I really have to say about that.
Yeah, I noticed.
I honestly don't think I'm that great of a writer. So
yeah, you are. I noticed in the Banshee story, I said shawl, as in a shawl that you put around yourself, like 10 times in a row. You know, different sentences, but it was like, so the dagger was hidden in the shawl, and the shawl was put around me, and I had it tied in front of me, and you know, and I'm going, I need to cut the word shawl.
Like you put
I need to put.
It doesn't sound like you put an L in there.
I need
shawl.
Yeah, I need to shut the shawl out. You know, there's too many shawls in this paragraph. You know. And then when I was writing something else for the story that I'm serializing, publishing right now, and I realized that I went through, like, she's walking through the yard, and she goes out of the gates, and she's looking at the outside of the wall that surrounds her property, and I'm describing by name the plants that are there. And the colors, you know, I've got crown of thorns are right up against the wall, and she had added some scrub roses, which shrub roses are rose arugos, and they're very, what do they call them? Hardy rose. But both of these have a ability to be like barbed wire. And then on the inside, she's got 4 foot of basically the same type of plants that if you got into them, you would get cut up, literally. And I'm naming off the plants and how much room and all this other stuff. And they do well in drought and this type of thing. And I'm going, I'm putting way too much thought in this. It's like,
I think. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
it's like, you know, I could just say she put in, 4 feet or 6 feet of thorny flowered bushes and be done with it. Hey, Mandy.
Something I always find that I do is reading my stuff out loud after I write it. Just because it helps so much when you actually say it, you realize how bad some things sound, especially with dialogue. I feel like a lot of people skip out on like a contraction, or for so long everybody's like, he is doing this, when in reality you'd say, oh, he's doing this, and it comes off really robotic.
Yeah.
And then the big thing that really bugs me is when I do see people in a similar situation and I'm reading their story and I'm wondering, it's like, is this okay if I modify this, because I'll see somebody use the same word at the start of a sentence 3 times in a row.
And I usually read my stories out loud too. I usually Filia hears them. The Banshee story I've been copying from people.
You're evil.
I'm evil. Yes, I'm evil. But yeah, Filia or somebody else is usually listening, or I've got family listening to it. But until I was listening to the actual audio that I recorded, I was like, oh my gosh. Wow. I said shawl really a lot of times. But
real quick, I just want to say, sorry to interrupt you. Real quick, I just want to say, I'm sorry if you guys hear like a rattling. My dog just jumped in my lap, so I'm trying to keep him calm.
Oh, that's fine.
Didn't
That's
hear
fine.
him,
We don't care.
but I've heard your doggo.
Let him wiggle. We're good. We like
We're
kids
good.
and that.
Yeah.
Whatever.
But yeah, I think one of the best tools for editing your own stuff is to read it out loud. Now, somebody
Absolutely.
said they have the computer read it to them while they're reading along silently. I don't know if that's as effective, because the computer's going to read it very drony. You know what I mean? It's going to be very robotic, but it's going to read exactly what's there. Which I think is something that reading it out loud, that's the whole point of reading it out loud, is to say exactly what's there so that you can take out stuff that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
So computers will sometimes not say things correctly or the way that you want them, so you got to be really careful, because you might think, if a computer reads it wrong, you might think that you have a misspelled word when it's spelled completely fine, and then re-spell it to make it right, to make it quote-unquote right, and then it will be misspelled. So that's something that you also got to be careful with computers. What, Beanie? What's up, Beanie? Go get mommy. Go get mommy. Go get her. Go get her. Go on. Go.
Speaking of dogs, I literally I took my headphones off and left my room for like 30 seconds because I heard one of the people that like my dad's girlfriend's son. He's here, and he brought his dog with him, and I heard the dog outside my room, and I'm like, I gotta go pet the puppy.
No, it was funny. Yesterday, my girlfriend was upstairs while I was recording with T-Stash for the podcast. My girlfriend was making dinner upstairs, and every time she goes upstairs to make dinner, she always brings Bean with her. Bean is her dog. And he ran upstairs and realized I wasn't upstairs and got really upset and kept running downstairs and pushing himself against the door. And I would open it, and he would look at me and motion for me to come upstairs, and he'd run upstairs, realize I didn't come up, and he'd run back downstairs.
You're supposed
really
to go
cute.
with me. You're supposed
It
to
was
be up
really,
here.
really cute.
Mom wants us.
I'm just trying to keep my dog sane with all these massive
honestly the cutest
rainstorms.
thing in the world.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Oh, is the rain bothering?
Oh
Your
gosh,
dog?
he can't handle it at all. He shakes so bad.
Oh,
Poor
poor puppies. Well,
We keep
Our
getting
dog-
tons of hail too.
Our dog hates thunderstorms. He'll hide under the blankets.
My dog always sleeps underneath the blankets, so that's a normal thing for him.
Yeah.
used to have a basset hound many, many years ago, and he hated thunderstorms like most dogs do. But he would hide in my closet, and I had a ball gown, and he would hide up underneath the ball gown in its garment bag. He'd get his head up underneath there and hide, and then he'd run outside and bark at the sky, and then another thunder, and he'd run inside, stick his head up under the dress, wait there for a minute, and then run back outside and bark at the sky. And this would go on and on and on for the whole storm. And it's like, dog, you're making me fucking crazy. But that was his hiding place, was inside the ball gown.
Cool.
What the hell? Just
So-
random thing. You know, some dogs sleep under the covers. My dog, you know, hid in a ball gown.
I'm. Yeah.
Expect weird things out of my pets.
I'm seeing that in my head, and it's great.
It's humorous.
Yes, it is.
I mean, he wasn't. Bassets are not small dogs. They're like the size of a bloodhound with no legs. I mean, he was not fat, and he weighed 75 pounds. He was a big dog, not fat, just a big damn dog.
Yeah, well, here's them up. Oh, you're talking about Bassett. For some reason, my brain went dachshund. But I know why my brain went dachshund. My brain went dachshund because I had a beagle dachshund mix.
Oh.
And it was the cutest thing ever. Like, I love that dog, but you can't let dachshunds get fat at all, or their freaking stomach will just drag on the ground because of how long they are, and how low to the ground they are. And people are like, that's adorable. I'm like, no, that's animal abuse.
Yeah, no, Bags was not fat at all. He was, I kept him very healthy, and he was just a big dog. You know, some dogs, some of the species are bigger than others, and he was a bigger dog. But you know, him hiding under this, the you know, all the crinoline and stuff of this ball gown, and sometimes he'd stick his nose out, you know, and you'd just see this sad face with the long ears surrounded by crinoline. Yeah, it was not so funny for him.
No, but it's hilarious for us.
I tried to make popcorn garland for the Christmas tree one year.
No,
I wasn't paying attention. I had this huge bowl of popcorn, no butter or anything, because I was making it garland, and I had this really, really long piece of thread, and I'm sitting on the couch, and I'm, you know, threading, got a needle, and I put the popcorn on, and I'm like sliding it down off over the arm of the couch, and I'm, you know, doing this, and I've been doing this for like an hour, and I stand up, and I hold this thing up, and I'm thinking I probably got a couple of feet, right? There's like 6 pieces of popcorn on the thread.
I'll pop your corn.
That was
Damn it,
corny.
PA.
I'm ignoring you.
That was the funny part, where she just straight up ignored it.
That dog had so many funny things that he did, though. He was the best dog.
My mom once upon a time had us do popcorn garland, and then I expressed to her my hatred for all things Christmas, and she never made me decorate the tree again.
I love Christmas.
I hate
I
Christmas.
love decorating the tree.
There's too much happiness in the world.
Wow, PA. That's a sad way to think.
It's just
Yeah.
I know, honestly, I hate Christmas because I hate all the freaking endless marketing and money grubbing corporations just using that holiday as to line their pockets.
Mm-hmm.
I remember. Oh, sorry.
I also
go ahead.
just
You
like
can ignore that part. That's
I
not the
can't.
part that you need to do.
I also hate Christmas music.
Mm.
Well,
But that's
Yeah.
when I
Oh,
used
hold
to
on.
work
Good, Steven.
when I used to work in the hospital, this lady that I used to set up the surgical cases with, she would start listening to Christmas music in October, and she
Oh.
would leave it on until February, and that's the only thing she would listen to, and she had a blare all day long, the same thing over and over and over.
Jeez. What were you trying to say, Filia?
Nothing. Not just. Oh my God. That would.
So
Yeah. No.
I had a